My name is Sherelle, and this
Let's go.
is my 1.5-month summer internship in 10 minutes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sherelle Charles. As I mentioned earlier, I'm 21 years old and I attend the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. I'm currently in my final year, and this upcoming semester should be my final semester, so that's a bit exciting. My degree is in ecology with a minor in environmental science, so I am involved in a lot of field work. We do water quality tests, we look at wave actions, we learn how to identify different plants, we learn the scientific names, the structure of the plant and what differentiates them into different families. We learn about different organisms, how they behave, why they behave the way they do with the environment, and we just look at the overall interactions that they have with the environment. So that is my degree in a nutshell, and that is a reason why I applied to the environment unit at the Nelson's Dockyard National Parks this summer. Some of my hobbies are photography. I love being able to document different aspects of my life. In terms of school, I have a YouTube channel, which is very contradictory to my personality. Online is a different story. I love doing that. I love being able to help others through my content to spread positivity, encourage other people, and so that is why I use my different social media platforms on Instagram, YouTube, spoken word, dancing. I just love all of these things, and that is just a little bit about myself. Now I'm going to speak to you about what I have been doing here at the Nelson's Dockyard National Park for the summer, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Let's get started. Some of the tasks that I've been given for this internship include a technical manual, an inception report, file organization, social media posts for the unit, social media posts for a MEPA or MEPA trust project, updating the building guidelines. I have a specific area that I have to elaborate a bit more on. I've also taken part in ecosystem valuation training, and I'm also going to be working on a video aspect of a ecosystem evaluation survey that the unit is going to be carrying out. Technical manual. It would cover the entire application process. It outlines what the unit has to do in terms of review, basic email etiquette, how to properly file complaints, and how monitoring should be done. So the manual is basically everything broken down to the last bit of information in terms of collecting the approved plans from the main office after the building committee has met. If they get any updates on the development, how should they file that? How should they note or record all of that? All of this information is placed in the technical manual so that it's easy for them to understand and just go through the process smoothly. The inception report is an overview of what the MEPA Trust project that I mentioned earlier, what that project is about, all the goals that they have in mind, the target areas, the expected outcomes, the budget. So the park is looking to source a marine vessel that will aid in ecosystem monitoring, so mangrove monitoring, coral reef, sea grass beds, allow the park to embark on educational tours. It's going to be used to better inform the public, the community, the students, the younger ones, and aid the unit in better managing the ecosystems and tightening their regulations and creating policies that would help to protect them better. File organization is pretty self-explanatory. I have just used the old filing system that was provided and tried my best to make it as simple as possible. I have one more thing that I need to do, and then I'll be completely finished with filing. Social media posts are pretty self-explanatory as well. So I'm going to be creating some posts on what we have been doing during our internship. Right now, I just want to talk about my challenges that I faced. I had one major challenge that was just completely umbrella all the other challenges. I came from university with the knowledge of fieldwork, doing lab work, being more hands-on. When I began my internship, it was the complete opposite. I was given water quality test reports, an inception report, a technical manual, all of these stuff that dealt with communication and media. And I've never done an inception report. I've never done a technical manual. When Miss Camacho told me I needed to write an inception report, in my head, I was like, what is that? When I heard that I need to write a technical review manual, I honestly thought it meant that I was just going to digitize a manual, not knowing that it was going to be a breakdown of every single process, every single action that the units have to do in terms of development application. And so that goes to show that everything is not as simple as your mind tells you. You need to ask questions in order for you to fully understand what it is that you are supposed to do. But I am so happy to say that even if I didn't know exactly what I was supposed to do, I could just ask questions without feeling pressured. I could just go to Miss Camacho and say, hey, I have no idea what this is. I really need your help with it. No problem, don't feel pressured. I will give you feedback by this day. Sit down with you and explain what it is you are supposed to do. Next, I'm going to talk about that I have learned from this internship. How to properly address emails when it comes to peer review. You can't just send things to one person. You need to get a holistic review of your work so that all areas are covered, all disciplines are covered, and you are speaking facts from every single direction. And I've also learned that just because you've come into work or an internship with knowledge that you gain from school, that's not the only thing that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Yes, you're going to be seeing the work that you've done at school at your job, but you're going to see it in different ways. It's way more than what you have in your mind, and you need to be ready to accept that everything is not going to go the way that you are accustomed to it going. So I've learned that in this internship. So apart from doing a lot of the communication and media aspect of what the environment unit has to offer, I also went on the field visits, and I can tell you it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about what's affecting our ecosystem. I also was very happy that I was able to use my skills, so my photography skills, to help even one of the interns, Haldane, with his report on the iguanas. Just being able to document this entire experience, it maximized something that I consider to be of least importance, and I managed to combine that with what I love, which is the environment. We went through the bromeliad forest. I asked Haldane to explain to me why he's looking for turpentine and the bromeliads in the trees. And I just want everyone here this afternoon to know that I have never met someone who can just lie with a straight face. Listen to what Haldane had to say.
Why are you documenting the bromeliad and the turpentine?
So to be honest, in the last 20 years I've been studying at UWI, and in my expertise I've realized that Antigua is lacking a specialist. Not to boast or to brag, but myself and Sherelle.
All jokes aside, he did give a very good explanation as to why he's searching for these things, and so here it is.
So, bromeliads. Here we are inside the Jones Valley Trail, inside the Nelson Dockyard Parks, and we're looking at bromeliads today. So the bromeliad plant has a very lovely anatomical feature of broad leaves that stand vertically or somewhat at an angle, and this allows water when it rains to go straight down the leaves into the center. Now, this is very important for insects, animals, birds, amphibians, especially in the dry season when there's a scarcity of water. So this plant acts as a source of water. As you can see, the pit you can see in the center, this allows the plant to store water as a bucket plant, and animals can come there and use this as an oasis.
It is sad to say that this week is my final week here at Nelson's Dockyard National Parks, but I just wanted to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to fulfill a goal that I've had since I finished college. I learned a lot at the internship. Every single site visit was informative. My co-workers made the trips extremely fun. I was happy and I stepped out of my comfort zone. The goal that I had when I finished college was to get some sort of work experience in my field. Thank you to Mrs. Martin, thank you Miss Camacho, thank you Rulio for giving me this opportunity to be here and just confirming that this is truly where I am to be, in the environment. Thank you.